What it do, fam? You're listening to the All Burgundy and Go Errrything Commanders pregame show powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia. The Washington Commanders are in Kansas City ready to take on the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. I'm Wole. The homies George and Glen are running a little late, but hopefully we'll have them both on. Before we talk about this game, we got to knock out some logistics. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Gold Errrything. Also, tweet us at ABG_Errrything and hit us up on IG and TikTok at ABG_Errrything. Make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Go Errrything YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments in the YouTube chat, or all comments in chat in general, to be honest with you. Our pregame is also streaming live on the Urban Sports Scene X handle as well. All right, here's the rundown. We'll chat with Bowie TV's Commanders reporter Candi Waller. She'll be joining us live from Arrowhead Stadium. We'll talk about Mariota versus Mahomes. That's the matchup, right? We'll also talk about the keys for a Commanders victory and provide our predictions. And then finally, we'll select our Commanders fantasy football selection for the night. All right, live from the press box in Arrowhead Stadium, we got Bowie TV's Commanders reporter Candi Waller on with us. What's going on, Candi?
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You
Okay,
sound perfect.
right, because I've been doing the most.
How are you, Candi?
I'm good.
How is Kansas City?
You know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad here, but it's not too good either. You know?
What you mean by that ain't too good? What you mean?
I can come home. I would like to come home.
How's the barbecue over there in Kansas City?
Fantastic. So Darrell and I, we ate lunch because I got in late last night. And we ate at this place called Q39, and it was amazing. It was so good. So well worth it. Well worth that.
All right, well worth it. Okay, I've heard about the barbecue. I heard the barbecue was first over there.
It's a couple different places, but Q39 was like 5 minutes from our hotel. So I was like, I'll go over there and get that, for lunch. It was Monday Night Football. And of course, Karita's been here a couple times. So I was like, well, what's the barbecue situation in the press box? And she was like, nah, go to a Kansas City.
Okay.
So definitely went to Q39. It was only like a couple of Commanders fans in there, but it was all Chiefs fans. Okay. And this was at 11 a.m. when it opened up.
Got you. All right. Well, that's dope. All right.
But it was terrific. The food is amazing.
Okay. So it lives to the reputation. That's what I like to hear that. You know what I mean?
It definitely is, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into this game. Obviously, we always start this pregame with this question: notable actives, inactives. What's going on? What's happening?
Okay, I feel like I'm going out a little bit, but hopefully I'm
not.
You're
not.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. So, notable inactives: Noah Igbenogany is inactive. Trent Scott is inactive.
Wow. Okay.
I think those are very notable. Because of course Josh Johnson needs to. Of course, Jaden Daniels is inactive, even though he's here. He's here to support his teammates. But Josh Johnson has to be active because he's Marcus's backup. But with Trent Scott and George Fant being inactive, Brandon Coleman is active.
Brandon Coleman is active. We got a Brandon Coleman sighting.
Coleman sighting. And also not on the inactive list is Kane Madrano. So if you remember last week, I asked Joey Jr. about the linebackers and his assessment, and he talked about getting Jordan McGee's reps up, and then told me we will also be seeing more of Kane. So I asked for Kane week 4. I told you my whole theory on how Kane was going to be used against the Falcons, and that's not how he was used. He was used on special teams only. So we'll see.
So go ahead.
Duran is active. Remember, there was a conversation about Duran. Not sure if he was going to play or he was questionable, but he is Active.
Interest.
Oh, and there's a new kicker.
I'm mad about. Like my fantasy football team, which I'm mad about. My fantasy football team won't let me pick him up, so I'm screwed with the Gay as my kicker right now, which is killing me right now. Like I tried to look, I'm upset about this. Like they could have made this decision a little earlier. They could have did this on Friday, to be honest with you. But it saved me some time. Could have really did this on Saturday. I'm not gonna hold you. They could have did this on Saturday. There's no gamemanship about a kicker. No one cares about a kicker. I don't care about the gamemanship about a kicker either. They could have did this. I'm just saying now I'm venting. I'm personally venting because they screwed me. That's all I'm saying. I'm personally venting. But I'm gonna go to the Brandon Coleman situation. Like would he had a great practice? I mean, what's happening? Did Brandon have a great practice?
I don't know.
All right, well, a lot of people. Okay, so what does this mean? Go ahead.
I mean, there's a lot of digging in last week and having meetings and having conversations and all the things about, what the team needs to do. And so, y'all really know who I was just talking to?
Who?
Y'all want to know?
Who?
Y'all gonna love me being on this show.
Who'd you talk to?
Should he tell y'all?
Who?
Robbie.
Robbie who?
Robbie Chosen.
Robbie Chosen? You just talking to Robbie Chosen right now?
Yeah, that's why I was just waving. He was waving at me. He was gonna come over here, but I don't want him to come over here.
Robbie Chosen? Was he inactive or something?
They released him.
They released him already. I don't pay attention. They released him already? Good God. They released the Chosen.
They're gonna pick him back up. They supposed to. I almost got scared.
They released the Chosen one? What is happening?
Do not come over here, please, Jesus. On a show. On a show. Oh God, this is so embarrassing. Yes.
Oh God.
God, no, please don't come over here. Yes. Right. So yeah, he got released, but I guess because they're moving stuff around, they needed the kicker. So I'm sure he's going to.
He is part of release. Oh, got it.
Yeah. It's to get room. It's to get room, but he's technically can't be with the team, so he's with us.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Wow, interesting. All right, so Taj has a question for you. No, what? Stop. I'm sorry. Oh, I see it. I gotta stop. Hey, Mama Waller.
Mom. My mother. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mama Waller. Always stop. I'm stop for you. All right, here we go. Candy's everyone's favorite reporter, fans, coaches, and players. It's a fact.
Oh, thank you, George. Thank you.
All right, so Paul has
to stop over here. Please don't come over here. That was so embarrassing.
Todd has a question. Or does this mean Connolly or Paul got a short leash?
Yes, happy belated birthday to Pops Waller.
Oh shoot!
I don't know what's going on. Something.
Yes. Oh, happy belated birthday, Papa Waller.
Yes, my dad's birthday was yesterday.
Happy belated birthday! Definitely happy belated birthday.
And so, yeah, this is all very interesting. Brandon, but okay, I'm all rattled right now.
It's all good. It happened.
But it's everybody's been asking for the young guys, and guess what? You're welcome. That's what you're gonna see. And this is like on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah. Against
the biggest opponent possible. That you would give this task to your young guys, right? Yeah. Or a mix thereof. Yeah. And so this is going to be interesting. All the conversation around the offensive line, we're going to see. We are going to see what is going on here because Trent Scott inactive, George Fant inactive. We've seen both of them inactive at moments this season, right? But it's just it's a lot. And so in my mind, and we were just talking about this a moment ago, that's why I was a little late getting over here, was if nothing else, again, like I just said, anybody was waiting to see the young guys, you're welcome. This is what's going to happen. Coach Quinn talked a lot about digging in and really understanding the first 7 games, what went well, what didn't, all of the things. Welcome to the show, everybody. Okay. And Mama Waller, did you see what I posted last week? And my mother was like, I didn't even say anything to her. And she was like, I just want you to know, I did pray for the Commanders, but they got to do their part too.
No, I remember that. Yeah, you told me that.
I was like,
I'm all for the prayer warriors, man. I'm all for it.
They
man.
do have to do their part too. I agree.
They do.
So,
I agree.
This is going to be interesting. I'm back to just happy to be doing my job. You know, this is my first time at Arrowhead. This is probably the highest stadium in terms of the press box where we're sitting. This is like legit the skybox, Wole. We are like on the 9th level, the highest level. We're above everything. Yes. Like, I mean, I do need glasses, but at the same token, like everybody who even wears glasses can't see. It's wild. And so I will probably be largely watching the game through my binoculars for sure, because I can pretty much still, it's high.
Okay. Is that high?
It is very high. Yes, it's Chiefs fans everywhere. There may be a sprinkle of a Commander fan here or there, but the Chiefs fans are wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Paul, so you got your binoculars.
I have my binoculars. I do have my binoculars. I'm ready for the moment. I'm ready for the moment.
Paul says Conley had a rough one last week. So Coleman at right tackle, is that a possibility?
I don't know what's about to happen. I mean, we got to remember that Sam Cosmi also, right? Like, you know, he had a rough go back in his first game as well last week. And that, so therefore that right side had a rough go last week. This is going to be interesting. I don't know what the heck is about to happen. I don't know what we're about to see. I'm being honest. I knew about some things at linebacker, because I'm going to continue to say that that is a position group I have been tracking a lot. And Wole, you and I have talked on the record on this show as well as off the record that you know that is I've been watching.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And maybe, and look, and I'm looking at that, what you just put up. Maybe they won't really play the young guys. They just made them active. So it's quiet. Like, they was active, but they all play special teams, and that's all they did. But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see, man. I mean, I'm more excited. I mean, folks,
will see.
Yeah, a lot of folks are high. Like, I'm only full disclosure. I'm not like high on Kane Madrano like everybody else is. Personally, I'm not. I think that I personally think he's a really good special teams player. That's just me, though. I haven't seen enough of him to really come with a fair assumption. Go ahead. But I do want to see Jordan McGee. I want to see Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see Jordan. You know, that is somebody I've been, you know that. That's one of my people. I've been, all the things. And so that's for sure, yes. And Kane did some things. It's, and this is one of the things the Commanders are playing a team that do 3 linebacker sets.
Yeah.
So it is possible for all 3 of these, Bobby, Frankie, and Jordan to coexist. And you're going to need to see a bit more of Frankie coming off the line anyway because of the injuries to defensive end. So there's going to be a strong possibility that you're still going to see them playing 100% of the snaps that they have been for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Because that's what they've been doing. Like, that's just what they've been doing. And a quarterback as smart as Patrick Mahomes, you really, really want to be careful taking a Bobby Wagner or somebody that has the green dot off this field.
Definitely. Hey, George,
you gotta have smart and fast. They got to be able to coexist with the quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. You just can't. He's too smart.
Yeah,
he's too smart and too good.
Yeah, exactly. This is like, I don't know, like this is the quarterback have to do all of this with young guys. It's going to be a tough one. George, we got George in the building. What's going on, George? You got some questions for Candi about this active stuff?
I'm just fascinated by what seems like a lot of changes. And I just, one of the things I was talking about last week when we were doing the show was that don't let this season die wondering, maybe we could have done this, maybe we could have done that, and you wait until it's too late. Is there a little bit of desperation in some of these moves because of the fact that they're 3-4 and they've lost these games that they've lost? And yes, they're going against Kansas City, which is really tough, but they got to turn this season around quicker. It's going to be done.
Absolutely. I mean, I mean, at 3-4, this doesn't appear or look anything like what it even did last year, or even what they anticipate, right? Or what they, you can't be. Anything can happen, but you just start letting things get away from you. The season just doesn't get any easier. It just doesn't. So, and let's be clear, nobody's saying they're gonna win tonight.
Nah.
But nobody's saying that, and no one's saying if you move this player and that player and this and that, they're gonna win. You know, but you gotta you can't, also, like you said, you can't go away wondering, okay, you have players, you have things, could you have done something different, could you have done something better, could you have made a quicker in-game adjustment, and all of those things. You got to at least give it a shot. The only thing they can do is somebody goes out there and blows it. I've always said, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Nobody knows. It's so hard to blame scheme when the execution isn't there. It's so difficult to blame scheme when the execution isn't there. But you can take some ownership in scheme and try to put in some different packages to say, well, maybe this is a better way to handle this type of player, or a better way to handle this type of situation, because you're just not going to win every snap. You're just not. So you could still have something left from this season and still something to go. But if ever you were going to put your young guys in position to make some noise, this is the game you do it. And it's not to say screw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't to say screw it. It's to say we want to fight. We got a fighting chance here.
Yeah. And like George said, you want to make sure you put everything out there before, and just let you know, all right, we tried everything to make this work. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, and then what? Then next week is who? The season don't get any. It doesn't get any easier. It's all hard. So.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm also excited about the new kicker. I won't lie. I'm thrilled that we have a new kicker tonight, because he's kicked well in this stadium, by the way.
Whatever you got to do. I thought I was going to have to get ready. I wasn't sure what was happening.
I thought you was going to get ready.
Yeah, I was like, well, hey.
If we kicking field goals, we ain't winning this game anyway. I ain't going to lie to y'all.
Well, that's another thing. I know we haven't jumped there, but I was like, hey, listen, this is going to have to be a game that you score touchdowns.
You going touchdowns.
Because you just signed this dude, like, on the way here.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Yeah. On the drive here, you sign this guy, and so you need the extra point, not a field goal. No field goals, please.
Like, you playing Pat Mahomes, and you playing Pat Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs. That's hot. You don't need field goals. You need touchdowns
on prime time in front of the world. It is so many celebrities and people here.
Oh, Taylor Swift's in the building too.
I'm pretty sure she'll be here at some point. My internet is still working, so once it goes down, we'll know she's here.
Yeah, definitely. That's when we know it'll crash. All right, let's get into this matchup. All right, so with Marcus Mariota again stepping in for Jaden Daniels, the Commanders have increased their offensive production under Mariota. To be honest with you, what are the biggest adjustments you observed in his preparation and execution, and what's going to help him build success against these Kansas City Chiefs defense?
Marcus Mariota. Okay.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, so one thing that was so impressive about Marcus last week is, we have to always remember the veterans that are on the team, where they've played and who they've played for. So Marcus Mariota has a lot of history with the Chiefs, having spent a good amount of time in the AFC, right? When he played for the Titans, when he played for the Raiders. So he talked about the notes that he's had, and how Coach Spags having been here for a long time, and how the Kansas City defense and offense are just so unique, and how they've changed things over the years. But when he was talking last week about how he's going back into his notes and just what he studied, even having played in this stadium, like even for me, this is my first time here, and so him talking about how loud it is here, even Bobby Wagner talking about how loud it is here, and the fans, and just, it's like ongoing, like the noise never stops. They never get quiet. Those are things to know and to note in terms of experience, and you got to know your environment. And he I saw him earlier. Today was one of the days. I don't always stay for all of arrivals, but today was the day I stayed for all of arrivals. And I saw him, and he's just as confident as ever. I see they're going out now. The quarterbacks, Josh Johnson, and of course Sam Hartman and Jaden aren't dressed, but they're going out on the field. And so, Marcus going to try to make a play, which we've seen. Last week was, detrimental in a pick six, against the Raiders. It, resulted in a fumble, but hopefully it'll be more like the Raiders game in terms of overall success. The Kansas City Chiefs are the Kansas City Chiefs, you guys. This is just going to be hard. It's going to be hard for any team. So, but in terms of the leadership and the leader he is and the support he has, they have a lot of trust in Marcus. Where I want to make sure there's trust is in the play calling. So Cliff Kingsbury looked like he was dressed for success. And so I did get to chat with him a little bit on the walk in. He was dressed for success. So let's just make sure the play calling
fits that bill.
Fits that outfit.
Got you. I got you. Yeah, I hope so. I think that I said this before. Like Mariota starting does not bother me. And again, you asked me that a couple years ago, that would be an issue. I would tell you like, no, I don't want him on my team. But like he's proved he's made a believer out of me. Like that's what I was. He's made a believer out of me, and he with him at the helm this season. I'm not saying he's better than Jaden because he's not, but this season the offense has scored more with him at the helm at quarterback. So I don't feel like offense will be an issue. I think the full trust having Mariota out there. This team has the opportunity to score points. That's not gonna when Mariota's out there, you can't say, "Well, it's me, we're not going to score." When Mariota's out there, your belief should be like, "Yeah, the offense is still going to be able to score points." Period. Now, could there be mistakes? Yes, there could be mistakes, but they will be moving the football with Mariota there at quarterback.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to something we really haven't seen them do much of this season like they did last year, and that's controlling the time of possession. It was how do you stop the Kansas City Chiefs offense? Keep them off the field. Keep them off the field. Here. Keep them off the field. You got to keep this defense, or any defense, really, you got to keep them fresh. You're just not going to have success. Now, listen, if you get into a situation where the Commanders lose the coin toss and the Kansas City Chiefs say, we want to receive, then you already know what type of time they are on, okay? Yeah. When that's happened against the Falcons, when it happened last week against the Dallas Cowboys, it's like they just melt. Don't melt. You already know what it means. It is a sign of disrespect. Act accordingly. Okay. Get these people off the field and go head on. And so that's how you.
You already know what it is. You know they want. You already know
what it is. You don't have to think it through. You know what it is. So if that's how it goes down, and you don't win the coin toss, they say they want to receive. Okay. You can't let it spill out early. Because you've been here before and you know what that is a symbol of. But they have to control the time of possession offensively. You just can't keep this Kansas City Chiefs team. Because here's the reality. This isn't a Kansas City Chiefs that even needs a lot of time.
Not with some of their guys they got back now. Not with Rashee Rice and
they don't
Xavier
even need
Worthy.
A lot of time. So, and they're very, very fast. So this is when we talk about speed. Jordan and Kane gonna have to be. That's the thing when you talk about Kane Madrano. That was one of the things that I was so impressed by during training camp was how fast he is. I also want to mention Percy Butler because we've seen Percy do a lot more and only really special teams. Yeah. I want to see involved with defensive snaps this evening because you're gonna have to see that speed. You're gonna have to.
I do want to ask you about.
And I want to go back to offense real quick because one thing that I was disappointed in last week with the Cowboys game is that how little the Commanders ran the football.
There you go.
You're playing a defense last week. I know it's not the same thing. Where you're playing a defense that was so bad at the run defense, you didn't even run the football. And so where they're strong, do what you're good at. Do what you're great at.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, they don't see defenses on practice. I'll let you know, FYI. Y'all don't see the defense practice, right, Candy?
Not anymore.
Yeah, they
Not
don't.
anymore. I
Yeah.
don't see nothing.
That's why I didn't read your question. Just FYI. So I want to ask you about. I do want to ask you about the offense. I want to ask you about Debo Samuels and Terry McLaurin. I think that's important. Those two are coming back today. This is going to be Terry's first game back since the injury in the Raiders game. Do you expect for them to ease Terry McLaurin into this game easy, or is it like, all right, dude, you in the fire? We have you out here. You gotta be out there 24/7.
You're in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the fire
Mm-hmm.
because it's a fire. So,
Yeah. Okay.
this don't ease nothing. You know, I understand. It was a lot going on last week, and there was a lot of digging in and good conversations and all that kind of stuff, right? But to Coach Quinn's point, when I asked him on Saturday, was that Saturday? Yeah, Saturday, about um, just the vibe and having certain conversations about, with players about what needs to get done, um, what plays didn't work, but still needing to get the job done. It becomes a, hey, how you doing? Um, it then becomes a, look, you still gonna have to get this done, and if you can't, we're gonna have to find somebody else to get it done for you. Like, I don't think they're easing anybody into anything. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. George, you got something you want to say?
Because you've been talking about how this team needs to score touchdowns tonight. It's certainly a risk, but I feel like 4th and 5 or less, just about anywhere on the field, except maybe buried inside their own 30, they got to think about going for it because of what you talked about. Not only needing to score touchdowns, but time of possession. If they can stay in 4th and short, it feels like that they're going to have to go for it a lot tonight if they're going to win this game.
I mean,
She's like, yeah.
Because I can't sit. I mean, it's not too many more sad occasions I can sit through with this team. Because here's the thing, and I said this about what's this after the Green Bay game when I asked Marcus, I said, it seems like it's they take losses hard.
Yeah.
All right, they take it hard, and it's like, God, this is rough going through this with them. Not like hard losses are supposed to be easy.
Yeah.
But listen, what I see and what I've seen coming up to this point, no, we don't watch practices anymore, but just from the time that I spent watching practice from May to August, and then when I am there and talking to players, if I am this surprised, I can't imagine what Dan Quinn feels like. I'm be honest.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what in the world? But I also understand the magnitude of injuries. Okay, but even with the magnitude of injuries, there's just something, it just shouldn't look this bad, you all. It should not. And so I'm hoping at least it looks like the people I cover and the people that I recognize. You know what he said? Look like, people I recognize, because it just doesn't look like that. They just don't. And they know it. But to Coach Quinn, in response to my question, one of my questions on Saturday, it becomes but yeah, we're doing all this in practice. We're doing all this kind of great conversation. We're seeing corrective changes in practice as well, but it's not real unless it shows up on game day.
We got questions from Mike, and this is more, I'm gonna get your opinion. It's not like if you know or not. Will Wagner play less today on certain packages? Is that an opinion?
I don't anticipate him. I will be very honest with you. I do not anticipate him playing less. I'm not real sure why he would, honestly, play less. Having the intellect, I would not take him out unless it was absolutely necessary. You absolutely knew what he was going to do. Patrick Mahomes is too good anyway, but because he's that good and smart, you just need a Bobby Wagner on the field to teach and to coach on the field. You just do. You just do, because who else is gonna do it right now?
Yeah.
In terms of who hold, and who holds
No, I
the
know
green
you need a
dot.
vet. You need
You
a
know what
vet.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
The quarterback on defense. I'm not talking athleticism. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I mean? I don't. But I see. And here's the thing. I don't think Wagner could cover these individuals either. It's somebody else got to do it.
Yeah, you gotta don't put them in them situations. That's what I've always said.
Exactly. It becomes just don't put him in a situation. Just because that's the linebacker doesn't mean that's the linebacker that has to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? So it's just like,
yeah. I mean, every once in a while you're going to be like an offensive coordinator will scheme up something but you don't make that the central point though. Like, don't make that the move. Like, there are ways you can kind of hide somebody, kind of, not all the time, but I know what you mean.
Not all the time. Exactly right. Exactly right.
What you mean.
So once you understand all the facets that happens in this game, then it becomes like but who else is going to do that?
Yeah, I'm just getting people in the right position. No one's going to do it better than Bobby on this team. I'm going to be real with you. As the quarterback of the
not that. I mean, and that's but this goes back to a conversation we had a long time ago about depth.
Yeah.
How you are preparing the next set of leaders and the next generation of leaders, because somebody else is going to have to do it at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, people are. Yeah, okay. I'm reading some of these comments. All right, so I'm going to Taj said, what question? What's the pulse of the players? Are they business-like, loose? How much of those? How much of the noise do you think they hear or pay attention to? That's a good question.
Pay attention or what? Say that again.
I'm sorry. How much of the noise do you think they hear or pay attention to?
I think right about now they are trying not to listen to any of the noise. I mean, why?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be for real. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? They know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when you don't perform well, you know.
Yeah.
And there's moments that things could have been better. You know what I'm saying? They've publicly said that. You know what I mean? They've said it in press conferences. They've said it in media scrums that are public knowledge to everybody. So they know. You know what I mean? So they don't have to look at comments on this video or on social media to be like, oh, you know what I mean? They know what they committed to. They know why so many of them came back. Listen, let's be clear. The coaching staff all came back. Many of these players all came back. They all know what they came back to do. They're not doing it.
Yeah.
So nobody has to tell them.
Nah, I'm going to get to the defense. Obviously, we just talked about Bobby, but the defense has always, been a question on this show. Question for me. Everybody knows that with me. And in terms of scheme, has always been a thing for me with this defense. But what has been, obviously, we know the struggles of the defense, and we know how good the Kansas City offense is. What's been the Commanders' defensive emphasis in practice week in terms of messaging? In terms of the pressers, have there been like a message throughout this process going into this game, this Monday night game?
I mean, they're not consistent. Everybody knows that they're not consistent, right? You might see a glimmer of a great play, and then it's just gone, right? So the consistency needs to be there. The execution of the plays need to be there, and just putting players in the best position to succeed. So those are three very distinct things, two that are kind of on execution, but another one that's on scheme that actually matters to, execution.
Yeah.
So this isn't a, when we had a scrum with pass game coordinator Jason Simmons last week, and someone asked specifically about Marshawn Lattimore, and he was like, let me be clear about something. I don't say, how did Marshawn do? What I say is, how did the DBs do?
Okay.
Like, we're rated as a position group, not as individuals. So there's some things we need to do better. And he went, further into that conversation, which I think is an important point because we talk about that whole. And then he mentioned to me last week about losing Will Harris, and you know how much I've been talking about that.
Yeah.
And how losing Will Harris was that was a huge loss, along with Dietrich Wise. Now, here's what I'm going to always say. To me, it's going to always start up front. It's going to always start up front. I'm expecting more from the defensive line. Now, that's going to be hard because you're down like 3 pass rushers. So, they just need to play better. It looks bad, but they all look bad. You know what I mean? It's the pressure has to happen at the line of scrimmage. The offense has to control the time of possession. We have not seen this offense perform to the level that they did last year. So a lot of this, unfortunately, is spillage from just not doing what they should be doing, and that we had already gotten accustomed to them doing after one season.
We got one question from Mike. Says, "Is Preston Smith playing tonight?"
Yep.
All right.
Like a lot of names, it's like nobody's off the hook, y'all.
What's going on, man? Treylon Burks. When are he going to be active?
I don't even know if he's playing today. I mean, if he's still on the practice squad, he here.
Oh, when my man when he supposed to be playing? Hey, George, you got to go ahead. You got something you want to ask Candi?
Well, I was going to say, you're talking about the pressure up front. There's been some talk about Johnny Newton at defensive end. Are we going to see some of that tonight? And what do you think of that?
Whatever needs to happen for them to be successful, that's a possibility. I mean, they re-signed Jalen Holmes, so he's back, but you might be seeing a little bit more of Frankie coming off the edge.
That ain't bad.
With his hand in the dirt, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
right.
That'll be interesting. All right, so you talked about this a little bit. I do want to dive into it before we kind of let you go. The Chiefs, aren't the best run defense in the league. They don't. I think they average teams average about 4.9 yards a carry against them. Washington is still one of the better run offenses when they decide to run the football. So what do you feel like this? I mean, we've seen this with Mariota in the past, where Cliff is more, he leans more towards the run game when Mariota is at the helm. Do you feel like this will be something we see? They will try to run the ball early and often, compared to what we've seen in the past.
They need to, simply because of what you just said about the Chiefs' run defense. I mean, this is one of the things that I asked Cliff last week about what have you gotten more into the weeds and the understanding of what's going on with their third down struggles. And he said that there's been so many inconsistencies that's the struggle, right? You know what I mean? It's just the inconsistency of it all. It's not just one thing. But that's one of the reasons why I asked him that. Like, you're 7 games in, this should be figured out by now. And one of the things they are doing, you've often heard me say, is using your common sense versus mad scientists.
Yeah.
Sometimes if they expected you to run the football, good, run the football. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what if they're expecting it? Good. You should be doing what you're strong at, and because you have that is one of your, on offense, that is one of your stronger areas. Full health, full strength, run the football.
Yeah, I do. I think they run the football. Yeah,
and so run the football. You are successful when you run the football. You know what I mean? And so
it's committing.
Don't make it. It's committing to it. You know what I mean? And so do it. You got people out there blocking, so get that done. And maybe that's a night where you see much of that. Yes, Terry and Debo are back, but to your point of working them kind of back in, I think it's more of a just committing to the run, but understanding when you need to do a pass play, do that. But they haven't committed to that all season when it's been the healthiest position group. Oddly enough.
My man DC Slim got a question for you. DC Slim said, "Ken, do you think the coaches are doing a bad job?"
Do I think they're doing a bad job? No, I don't think they're doing a bad job. I don't think they're doing a consistent job. I don't think they're utilizing their resources effectively. I think that their messages are clear. I don't think what they're doing. I just think they're not from a coordinator perspective. And we have to be clear on
coordinator. I
something.
think it's a coordinator. I think it's more of a coordinator.
Coach, there's a coordinator. You have position coaches.
Yeah, I think it's coordinator. I think he's talking about coordinators.
So he must be talking about the coordinators. The coordinators, I think, aren't doing two things. Cliff, I think, is balancing between being the mad scientist and using the common sense. I think he's just getting in his own way. Cliff, just do what you know works based on the health that you have, because you're limited in health on the offense. Just do what works. You're so super smart. You know, people that's like so super smart, it's hard for them to use common sense. I think that's sometimes maybe his challenge. Super smart, just do what works. I think on defense, I think from a coordinator perspective, this is why I've been tracking the linebackers so tightly. It is a scheming issue, or just an overall, oh, these are your veterans, these are rookies. No. You put the person for the job in the position, in the role that needs to get done.
No,
I think but this is why you have staff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is how you run that. Like I'm never gonna come up here and say these coaches, I know I'm there enough to know how much these men work. And I know them in real life. So I'm actually not gonna throw them under the bus at all. But my questions, if you're watching the press conferences, convey exactly what I want to know. And they're well aware of what I'm looking for accountability on when stuff doesn't make any sense.
DC still say great answer. He said great answer to getting your flowers.
As a result, you're one of the only journalists in that room who's getting the accountability, I feel.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, but that comes with relationship building too. You can't come on these shows and throw people under the bus and then expect for them to be honest with you or even have that, right? You're not going to
very true.
Put in a lot of effort into what they're doing. However, I don't think any of these people suck, and that's my challenge, right? Because I see what they're doing. I see what they're, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, now something on game day is going awry. People need to get to the bottom of it. Now, I do have my thoughts on why it took to week 7 to get here. You know what I mean? Like, why did it take the week 7 to really dig in and understand what the problem was? Because I would have did all that digging in after week 4 in Atlanta, but that's just me.
All right, so George, you want to ask Candy anything before we let her go?
And I hope that makes sense, y'all. That was
you were great, Candy. You were great. No, it makes a lot of sense.
No, absolutely. Candy, I just want to ask about Terry McLaurin. You know, he's been gone this long. It feels like the fact that he's back means they're going to fully use him. It's not going to be, well, it's just a few packages or we're going to ease him in. This has got to be full go, right? Tonight with him.
Yeah, it's full go.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I expect that. I expect it. Definitely. Blame it all on
go.
Yeah, okay. I agree, though. I think it should be full go. Like I said, like we talked.
If they do not, I will be tweeting about it. Trust me.
Like, we'll be Thanks. All right, well, Candy, it was great. Always great having you on. Candy. Always appreciate you. Before we let you go, please let folks know how they can catch you on social media and catch the great content of Bowie TV.
Listen, you all follow me on X at CWall SE. Make sure you're subscribed to Bowie TV on YouTube. If you're in Prince George's County, Maryland, you can find Bowie TV on Comcast. If you haven't cut your cable, channels 190 and 1097. On all platforms, Bowie TV Sports is on all platforms. Just Google it or look it up. Trust me, you won't be disappointed by the content. And definitely follow me. Sometimes I'm comical. Sometimes I don't know what's going on this year. So
should get Taylor Swift. She should be coming on Bowie TV. Taylor Swift should be coming on Bowie TV tonight.
Yeah, I was like, I just be like, well, I don't know what's happening, everybody. I'm trying to think of all the things that I said. Oh no, somebody else gonna catch Taylor. I'm sure Darrell will probably catch her.
Oh my God. It's a football game. It's a football game. We're not doing no Taylor Swift stuff, man.
I don't know who that, and I don't know who that right is.
Drive traffic towards Bowie TV.
I get it. Actually, that's true. That's a good trap. That's true. That's true. You know what? That's true. That's true, George. You're right.
Might just have to post Taylor Swift, and maybe all the traffic will come there. It doesn't even say anything. It's not even her.
I know, right?
Like, these are all posts with Candy.
I know. Hey, all you got to do is
have your camera ready in case she comes to
the Swifties. The Swifties will be there. The Swifties will be there. Just, just have a picture.
They're in the building.
They in the building. I know they are. All right. Well, all right, then, Candy. We'll catch up. All right.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Bye-bye.
See you all.
All right. Thanks. See you, Candy.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Again, that was the great Candi Waller, Bowie TV Commanders beat reporter, one of the best in the game. I think she's the reporter of the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she is.
You know,
100%.
I see a lot of. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I see my man Spencer Brown. I see some couple folks hating on Terry. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just gonna wait this out because I think I always win anytime I wait it out. So I'm not gonna respond to it.
No, we're just.
I think I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out.
Let's wait it out.
I'm just gonna wait it out. I got a lot.
I just want to point out that it isn't just you talking about Candi being a reporter for the people. Everybody's picking up on it now. I'm seeing tweets all the time. Candi Waller's the only one asking the tough questions. That was a great question press conference. I'm seeing it get tweeted out by varieties of people, not just people I'm following, but other people now. And it's getting retweeted in my timeline. I'm just telling you, people are starting to figure it out. But we were there first.
Yeah, here you go. I know. Facts. You ain't lying about that. Let's see. Question. Wole, how will Luke do tonight?
I hope he gets a few chances. I mean, look, we don't know. We don't know how Debo and Terry are going to do because Debo's coming off an injury and Terry hasn't played in a month.
No,
that's the point I was making the other night.
Let me respond to this one from Spencer Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. A lot of y'all said the same stuff last year before the Cincinnati Bengals game.
Mm-hmm.
Either you like Terry, you don't like that, my guy. That's what it is. It's not about glazing. Because I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody know who listens to me on this show. No, that I wasn't a Terry supporter. Starting off, dude just earned this. He earned the respect with me. He ain't one of my favorite quarterbacks. I mean, he ain't one of my favorite receivers. He just earned my respect. Because when you do, like I always, anybody knows when I watch sports, period, and it's me just playing basketball and stuff like that. When you can do a lot with less, you gain my respect. Period. Like you can do, like if you can score, if you can lead a team to the playoffs in any sport with less talent, I'm gonna gain you gonna gain respect from me. If you can put up stats with no quarterback and knowing that your skill, what you do is predicate on good as a receiver, you're predicated on good quarterback play, and you can still put up numbers, you good with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all I'm saying, all that stuff about Terry was said in the beginning of last year too. And then he turned up and then everybody was quiet. So that's all I'm saying. So, I mean, you can put a dollar sign on it. So if he turned up after this, after him being healthy and he turned up, y'all going to be quiet again. You're not going to say the money thing.
A game where he turn up too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kind of like if he don't turn up, then you're right. But you don't really have a sample size to say it's not about glazing up nothing or anything. You don't have a sample size of anything. He was hurt. The game, the Raiders game, he put up like 80 plus yards, right? And he should have been a touchdown. Yeah, and blew his whatever out. All right, that was the third game of the season. There you go. That's what it is. If he look, I'm gonna say it again. Folks are saying the same thing last year, bro. That's why I'm like not even worried about it. I'm talking about the majority of folks said the same thing about Terry last year. Before they were like, he ain't number. That's all I'm saying. So that's all of my Terry thing. Do you want to respond to it? I responded to it. So I'm done with that one. But that's why I looked at it and was like, it is what it is. If you like Terry, you don't. And the money thing might got you. The contract thing got to you. I look at football as a business. My homie played in the league. We used to talk about this too. Like it's a business. You get your money when you get your money. Like that's what it is. I look at that. That's what I look at. I don't get mad at when people try and get their money. Period. I don't. But like it's your last big deal. Fans get mad. I look at the player and be like, I get it. Like I'll be like, I get it. Like when T. Higgins is trying to get his money, I'll be like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like when certain people try to get their money, I'll be like, I get it. Micah trying to get his money, I get it. I get it. That's all. So I mean, I don't get like into that. I don't tie in money and all of that. But you know what? It is what it is. Again, if he don't ball out, that's on him. Like you take that. If you don't ball out and you ask for that money, that's what comes with the territory, though. That's what comes with it. That's all on you. But let's get back to the game, though. I did my Terry talk about that. I don't want nobody to think I'm ducking smoke when when somebody asks me a question to answer something. I'm not that person. I don't duck smoke. So back to this game, George, man, like What is your vibe going into this game? You heard everything Candi had to say. What's your vibe going into this game?
Well, my vibe, I know it sounds silly, but the fact that we got a new kicker changed my vibe a lot. Made me feel a lot better. And the fact that she's talking about they've changed some things around, at least somewhat in terms of personnel. Now, if she did also mention that one of the times they did that, they all played special teams and didn't play on offense or defense. And I think we were all frustrated.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with that. It's at least the start of, okay, plan A isn't working. We're trying to do a plan B. So it's at least the start of that. So my vibe is way better, way better than it's been all weekend, way better than it was this morning when I woke up. At least they're going to try something tonight. It might not work. Like Medrano may get out there and he may miss some tackles and we may all be going crazy when that happens. Or McGee may get worked by Kelsey one of these times. Well, I don't know. But at the very least, they are going to try some different things here. I'm not as bullish about Wagner staying out there because honestly, they're going to target him. And I wonder if he can't still do some of the things he can do from the sideline, helping players and trying. And I know it's tough because he's got the green dot and nobody else has the green dot. But I do feel better about the game than I did previously. And look, Marcus Mariota's had success in that stadium. Heck, you can argue that Marcus Mariota is the reason that Mahomes got to start as soon as he did, because he beat the Chiefs from 17 down in the second half in the playoffs. And that's why Mahomes was starting game 1, year 2. That was, I mean, it might have happened anyway, but that made sure of it. So, and Marcus Mariota has played well, as we've said, as you've said. You know, he does better pulling the ball. Like I'm expecting Marcus Mariota to get a lot of first downs for us tonight in like third and maybe even fourth and short. And I think that's going to be huge in this game if he can do that.
Yeah, I think, Spencer said Dallas. Yeah, we always wish we had Dallas kicker.
Oh, yeah, we all wish we had Dallas kicker.
That man's amazing. This game, I said again, like I ain't worried about kicking field goals, man. We got score touchdowns. We playing against Pat Mahomes. What Candi said out there, like I'm not surprised. I felt like when the press conference, we heard Dan Quinn's presser, and he said like they went through things. They're going to simplify things. They're going to try to make things simpler. They're going to. I wasn't surprised that some guys were going to play. I'm surprised that Brandon Coleman's active and some of these other individuals are inactive. I'm surprised Trent Scott's inactive, to be honest with you.
I am too.
But we'll see. I've been like Todd says he's having a bad feeling. He's not feeling good about this game anymore. But I'm still feeling good about this game. I feel, for me, like I have a lot of faith. We have too much faith. I have a lot of faith in what Mariota is going to bring to the table against Kansas City, and I have faith that Cliff's going to devise a game plan by force that's going to be conducive to this team winning the football game. I think with Jaden at quarterback, Cliff would probably be more inclined to maybe try to showcase Jaden on Monday Night Football. I think this game is more of what Candy's talking about. Do what works rather than trying to be the mad scientist. Don't try to scheme up things thoroughly. Like, do what works. Running the football works, right? So I feel like we'll see Bill, we'll see McNichols, we'll see maybe we'll see C-Rod finally. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the game we get to see all three of the individuals out there. On the defense side of football, I'm all for keeping it simple. I think at times they try to make things overly complicated. You got guys who are struggling. I won't be surprised if you have Savage starting at safety, and maybe Reeves on the bench, or maybe Martin on the bench. One or the other, right? I wouldn't be surprised. I think we are going to see a lot of Jordan McGee, which I'm excited about. I know a lot of people want to see Medrano because of the speed, but Medrano, again, it was broken down in his draft that he can't tackle. He had issues tackling. I won't say he can't tackle. He had issues tackling. Preseason, he had issues tackling. He has issues tackling. That's not going to help you. That's not going to stop in camp when you barely can train in practice, when you can barely tackle folks. That's not going to stop, right? That's something that I feel like needs to be worked off in the offseason, to be real with you. So But his speed is cool. Like that is something that everybody wants to see. But in terms of tackling, that's going to be another issue too. But yeah, I'm excited to see all of these individuals. We're going to see what they do at corner. Like, will Marshawn be starting? I think there's a lot of questions, right, in this Kansas City game. Will Marshawn be? Well, I guess Marshawn will be starting because Noah's out. But they got Jonathan Jones, so that does make things different. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen in this game. So, George, what are your keys for a Commanders victory tonight?
I mean, it's a lot of what we've been talking about for this show and other shows. We've got to keep the ball, 33 minutes minimum. Keep that Chiefs offense off the field, because that's the other thing, is that it's hard to stop the Chiefs, but if they're not on the field a lot, they can't get a rhythm, and that gives you a better chance if there's a long time between possessions for them. So that's use all your running backs, and then defensively, I think for me, it's don't allow any yak. Mm-hmm. It's going to be hard for these guys to cover Worthy, Rice, Kelsey. It just is. Yeah. But if they catch the ball, get them down right away. Because even now, even at Kelsey's age and all that, with these other players, to me, they still rely a lot on that. They still rely a lot on yards after the catch. Yeah. And it's like, if you can get them down right away, I agree. You've got a much better chance. Yeah, but
try to I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. All right. I'm not going to give you some defensive spiel about what they need to do on defense. It's really simplified. I'm going to simplify it, just like the coaches need to simplify it. When the offense, when the time of possession, I'm not going to say turnovers. I'm done with that. I'm done with wishful thinking. And win the third down war on defense. Third. Let me even simplify it even more, because there's difference between third down plays, whatever. Get them off the field on third and long. Mm-hmm. That's where it is. Get them off the field on third and long, and win the time of possession. And then we'll see where you fall after that. After that, we'll see where the chips land. But I think if you want to key a victory, like key to the victory, that clock game and third down. And Glen pretty much said the same thing. Yeah, third down on both sides. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. You do that, we'll see at approximately 11:15, 11:20. We'll know. we'll see where we're at. All right, that's where I'm at with that. George, your score predictions. I see a lot of predictions right here. I see my man DC Slim has a 34-14 Kansas City. Yep. I see Glenn has a 27-17.
Washington would be covering. That wouldn't be a bad score. Somebody said 44-17.
Yeah, Mike 44-17.
Mike's had enough of this BS. I can't say as I blame him. I was Chiefs winning by 2 touchdowns, but again, I'm so happy about the kicker and some of these other things, and I'm going to say 29-26 Chiefs. I'm going to say Washington really, really shows up tonight and gives us a reason to at least say, okay, this team's standing for something.
You really are geeked with this kicker.
I am 29-26. We're gonna. I mean, it'll be frustrating.
What's his kicker? What's the kicker? What's his career? What's his career average as a field goal kicker? I haven't looked him up.
I know this when he was when he kicked for the Chiefs for a couple games. I think he only missed 1 field goal in 2 games for the Chiefs, because somebody posted his career numbers, and he's kicked for like 7 or 8 different teams because he's never been really a full-time kicker for anybody. Okay. But he did really well with the Chiefs for 2 games when he kicked for them when Butker was hurt.
Only 2 games. But how many kicks did he kick? How many kicks would he kick? A 50?
I think he was 8 for 9 as a field goal kicker in 2 games for the Chiefs.
8 for 9? Was he kicking 50-yard kicks? Was it like a? Did you see that?
And he was kicking 50-yard kicks.
All right, yes. I got you.
He actually can kick. He actually is somewhat reliable. He's somewhat reliable outdoors over 50, which of course is not the case for Matt Gay. I'm hoping he does so well that we don't ever see Matt Gay again. It's just this guy.
I don't think he's a better, because my thing, Matt Gay's career is better. Like, it's a vicious career, right? Like, it's a good career as a kicker. Just today is like, this season has been. I mean, and again, I think a lot of people are overly hard on Matt. I mean, to be real with you, and I'm hard on kickers too, but he has had a stretch of kicks where, like, George, you should look at his percentage, dog. Like, you're a little too tough. You're a little too
We
tough
are
on
living
him.
in a world where now everybody is kicking and making 50-yarders pretty
Other
regularly.
than no,
Indoors, outdoors, it don't matter.
Have you no? There's only one dude that's doing it at an accurate rate.
No, that's not true. There's more. Oh no.
Accurate.
There's a lot more than one.
Accurate.
Dude.
I said accurate, like hitting like chip shots. Dicker, like there's like about 5 of them, George. There's not like
Dicker.
a lot.
There's Aubrey.
Go ahead, Keith. Go
even
ahead.
Pinheiro.
Pinheiro is not.
Pinheiro was making like made his 57-yard like it was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Pinheiro, I'm gonna look at his because that dude's not even a good kicker for real. Like he's not.
No, I know he's doing steroids. They should be testing him.
Eddie Pinheiro, like that dude for years has been an inconsistent.
I know. Kicker. And this year he's doing good.
That's what I'm saying. You're going over one. That's my point. 1 year out of consistent. You're like,
I'm sorry, I can't take it when I'm watching these other teams kick 55 and 56 yarders regularly, and our guy can't make squat outside.
He's doing that well this year. Good God, his stats are like that this year. All right, that's 3 kickers. All right, that's 3. You name me.
He's doing PEDs. I'm convinced he's doing some.
He's never been good. He's never been good in a long time. Give me name
exactly.
Yeah, I need another kicker. That's 3 kickers you name me. You need like 4 kickers though. Like 4 kickers you just named. You made it sound like all these. That's what I'm saying. You make it like all these kickers.
There's a bunch of them. Seriously.
No, don't generalize it. I need to know all these kickers now. Now you're gonna have me look up kickers. Like I need to know, like compared to Matt Gay, if these kickers are really better than Matt Gay. I need to know, like for real. It's like
there was. I'm trying to think of the other one that had me crashing out the other week.
Boswell should be good this year, right?
Oh yeah, Boswell's good every year. He's the only guy who can kick in that stadium.
Even Kansas City kicker ain't as good as he used to be.
Yeah, but Butker's.
Yeah, and he's good. And he's good. That's my point. Yeah. And he's good.
But I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying a lot of folks a little overly. I don't think Matt Gay is like, is he? I don't know, right? Like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And again, highest guarantee for a kicker ever, and a dumb son of a gun kicks the ball out of bounds.
I mean, that's a truth. That's a fact, though. The money thing's right.
Yeah, I've had enough of him, and I'm hoping Matthew Wright does so well.
Did you give me
that we keep Matthew Wright?
All right, let me give you my score prediction. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm about the ops, and that's why I have so much faith. I'm about the ops now. Like I don't know why y'all like don't even feel good. I'm about the ops again. You know what I'm saying?
Doing it for the culture.
I'm back now. So I don't know why y'all got faith anymore. So I got Kansas City 30, the Commanders 20.
Okay. I mean the Commanders would be covering. I mean that would at least be a competitive game. I would not be that upset. Depending on the circumstances.
Let me go back. Let me be fair. I think I'm gonna use the same score I have in our Pick'em league. Actually, let me go back because I gotta make sure. Because George in the same Pick'em league I'm in. I gotta be fair. Like let me get a real score.
I'm so mad because I switched my pick from Jets to Bengals yesterday.
Yeah, I'm right. Even when I don't even think about it, I had that score. That's the same as that score I had in my Pick'em league. I just know me so well. That's crazy. I know me so well. It's amazing. All right, George, give me your Commanders fantasy player for the day.
Well, I said they're going to kick a bunch of field goals to Matthew Wright. Matthew Wright's the fantasy player.
Yeah, I just picked him up. They allowed me to pick him up. So he's my kicker tonight.
All right, good. I'm glad they let you pick him up.
Yeah. Hey, I'm always the ops. Hey, Mike, look at you. Thank you, Mike. Mike, look at you. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. You thought that was gonna piss me off, Mike? No, I'll take that compliment, buddy. All right.
Hey, it worked last year.
Everybody forgets that. And even and he's talking about even opinions and whatnot. Yeah, Mike, I'm the opposite. I'm always gonna be opposite with you, bro, because you be wrong. All right, so hey, Mike, I know why you're mad for real about Terry McLaurin, because you know what that means about Luke. You know what that means for your boy Luke. I know what you mean. I know. You're like, damn, he ain't getting no playing time no more. Yeah, Paul, 40-22, Washington. Yeah, I mean, Kansas City, 40-22, Kansas City. Commanders cheerleaders is the fantasy, bruh. They okay. All right. Yeah, you petty. I know I'm very petty. I know I'm petty.
That's right.
I'm very petty. Luke Skywalker.
He's the biggest petty since Richard Petty.
I'm very petty. I'm very petty. Hey, I'm just saying. That's why. Hey, Mike. I know why. Hey, man, Luke. How much playing? Look, you got Terry, Debo. Shoot, Chris Moore now. Cause he ahead of Luke for real. Because we know he ahead. Because we see how the game plan is. Dang, the Jalen Lane gonna get some burn. Damn. Damn, man. Luke may get like a catch. He may not get no catches. That'd be terrible. Luke deserves a catch, though. He deserves to play. Hey, Mike, he deserves to play. He deserves a catch. He does deserve a catch. I'm saying that for you. All right. So, oh yeah, and you said I'm going with. Hey, you know what? I'm going with Terry McLaurin. Welcome back.
There you
Terry.
go.
Welcome back.
There you go. I like
I'll
it.
give you one, Terry.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Terry McLaurin with my fantasy football
it.
selection. Hey, well, I haven't mentioned you. You know, well, I haven't mentioned you know who. What are you talking about? I haven't mentioned you know who. What you talking about? You talking about oh, you haven't. Good job. You haven't. I peeped it. You haven't. Never mind. Good. Because you I mean, good job, Paul. Because you now know that there's no need to mention him. Paul, I'm proud of you. You taking my guidance and what I do in life when it comes to that particular coach. I'm proud of you, buddy. I don't mention him either. Look, hey, I'm glad. Look. I'm glad. You know what? I told you. Terry's he made me a believer. But you know what? Sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you, Mike. I'm praying for a full screen moment for you, dog. I'm praying for a full screen moment for you. I don't normally do this, but for you, I'm praying for a full screen moment for you, buddy. It's happening. Hey, Santiago. You know what, Santiago? I respect your Luke McCaffrey love. I'm not gonna lie to you. I respect. Because you ain't over the top. I mean, I know you be trolling me too on the low, but I respect it. I respect it, son. Because the way you do it is subtle and it's cool. Like, Mike got no tact. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mike is like the spammer I gotta block. You know what I'm saying? I just blocked the spammer today. He like the spammer I gotta block when it comes to Luke McCaffrey. It's like Luke. Hey, ask this question about Luke. I'm like, why I want to ask a question about Luke? Nobody care about Luke. I don't gotta ask a question about Luke. Most of the reporters don't even care about no Luke McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? They don't be caring. Yeah, y'all ain't got getting no reps. I know what I'm saying. Hey, he gonna be yo.
Hey, I'd love it. Wouldn't we love a house call on a kick return though?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look, let me tell you the truth about that, though. That man ain't getting no house call. He getting walked. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look. He giving you good.
He's been so close.
He get good yards though. That boy.
No, he does. It's like he's been so close to house and one.
Yeah, that Luke is part of this team. He is, and I love the way he fights hard, man, and fights and kick and returns kicks. I love it. It's amazing. It's immaculate.
Let's go try to jump over anybody again.
I know, man. Look, man, it's immaculate the way he tries the way he returns kicks and plays hard and he's part of this team. And his last name is McCaffrey. It's great. It's amazing. It's amazing, dog. He's on his team and he's getting better. He's getting better. He's getting way better. See, I can do that. Look, Mike. I'm different with you. I'm different from you, Mike, man. Like, I just say positive things about Luke McCaffrey. I don't say Luke's a bum. I don't do none of that. I don't say not so scary or with Luke. I don't say nepotism Luke anymore. I just chill. I just be like, he's here. He's part of this team. And I accept him. But you know what? Don't worry about it, Mike, man. I appreciate you. This post game gonna be like, hey, getting boat raced. See y'all on the post game. All right. Hey, and speaking of post game, man, make sure don't forget to tune into our post game show directly after the game. We'll be on YouTube and IG Live. We'll also be streaming on the Urban Sports Scene X handle as well. So make sure y'all pull up. We got the most dopest, the most lit post game, and on our post game, we make sure if y'all got something to say, we're gonna put the link in the chat. And then y'all can come and tell us what y'all feeling about that particular game, man. So you already know. Wole be hating on our future. That's that trolling stuff, bro. When you call him a number one wide receiver, this is trolling. This is that trolling stuff. This is what I'm talking about. Anybody who watch football and see Luke McCaffrey and say he a number one wide receiver is nasty work. And that is disgusting. Mike, you should be appalled at yourself. You should be appalled at yourself, Mike. Hey, Dujane, what's going on? Hope the defense plays better. Just hope the defense is not on the field, Dujane. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just hope the defense is not on the field. I'm gonna lie to you, buddy. I just hope they're on the field like a little bit. I said future number one. I know you said I know exactly what you said. Anybody who's seen Luke McCaffrey and see a future number 1 wide receiver, that is nasty work. Disgusting. That is trifling. Like you should be appalled at saying that. Like you should go in the corner and say yes, yeah, exactly. Even DC Slim with me. Like, yeah, you gotta say no to drugs, buddy. Got to. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Mike, though. You know you're my guy. Mike, you know you're my guy. But hey, are you gonna make it for the for the post game? Because I know it'll be super late and you be tired as I don't know what sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You be tired, bro. I know you be tired. I gotta have you on the post game. Hey, if Terry killed, Mike, you better be on the post game. I ain't gonna. You better stay up. You better take drink some coffee. I don't care what it is. All right, I don't care. You better stay up. You better stay up if Terry killed. Because I need you on the show. I need you on the show, Mike. I need you on the show. If Terry killed,
and everybody else has been talking a little crazy in the chat on Terry McLaurin's name.
Oh, I know, but Mike,
y'all too.
I know. Oh yeah, them too. But but Mike, me and Mike have a great relationship.
Oh, I know.
So me and Mike got it. We got it. He killed Mike. You're gonna have to be out here with me. You're gonna be outside with me, Mike. And we're gonna enjoy this. We're gonna enjoy this. Dude, name Terry going off tonight. Well, I don't know he's going off for. I'm just saying. I'm just talking stuff. But if he go off, it'd be crazy. But Mike gonna be. Hey, Mike, you gonna be on if he go off though. Cause Mike, you made me like some of y'all made me a big Terry supporter. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all made me a Terry supporter. I'm like, I don't get the hate. It is what it is. But yeah, make sure y'all pull up on the post game show, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, thank you, George. Yeah, subscribe. If you're on here right now on YouTube, please hit the like button. All y'all hit the like button at the same time. And also on either channel, I know you're on Bowie TV. Hit that like button on Bowie TV. If you're on the All Burgundy and Go Errrything, please hit that like button. Watch this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe. Try and get to 1,000 subscriptions. So hit the subscribe button on the All Burgundy and Go Errrything YouTube channel. Hey, we out here, man. Game about to start. It's 8:16. I've been talking trash to some of y'all, having a kumbaya moment with some of y'all. So yeah, it's been great. It's been fun. But anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Go Errrything, powered by the Urban Sports Team and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. Yeti deuces. We are out.